Wise words of wisdom, inspirational quotes, IQ. Sun Tzu was an ancient Chinese military general, strategist, and philosopher who lived around 500 BC. His renowned book, The Art of War, is widely regarded as one of the most influential texts on military strategy and tactics ever written. But Sun Tzu's teachings go far beyond the battlefield, and his words of wisdom continue to inspire and guide people in various fields of life. In this video, we have compiled some of the most powerful quotes of Sun Tzu that you simply cannot afford to miss. Whether you're a business owner, a leader, or someone seeking personal growth, these quotes will provide you with invaluable insights and strategies for success. Read on to discover the timeless wisdom of Sun Tzu and avoid the regret of not knowing them sooner. To conquer the enemy without resorting to war is the most desirable. The highest form of generalship is to conquer the enemy by strategy. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. We are not fit to lead an army on the march unless we are familiar with the face of the country. Carefully study the well-being of your men and do not overtax them. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. Keep your army continually on the move and devise unfathomable plans. Know thyself, know thy enemy. What enables the wise sovereign and the good general to strike and conquer and achieve things beyond the reach of ordinary men is foreknowledge. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. Ground which can be abandoned but is hard to reoccupy is called entangling. The business of a general is to kick away the ladder behind soldiers when they have climbed up a height. Now, a soldier's spirit is keenest in the morning. By noonday it has begun to flag, and in the evening, his mind is only on returning to camp. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the four seasons, they pass away to return once more. In the tumult and uproar, the battle seems chaotic, but there is no disorder. The troops appear to be milling about in circles but cannot be defeated. Carefully compare the opposing army with your own, so that you may know where strength is superabundant and where it is deficient. In peace, prepare for war. In war, prepare for peace. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, under no circumstances can it be neglected. There is no place where espionage is not possible. One who has few must prepare against the enemy. One who has many makes the enemy prepare against him. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. Bestow rewards without regard to rule. Issue orders without regard to previous arrangements, and you will be able to handle a whole army as though you had to do with but a single man. In a position of this sort, even though the enemy should offer us an attractive bait, it will be advisable not to stir forth, but rather to retreat, thus enticing the enemy in his turn. Then, When part of his army has come out, we may deliver our attack with advantage. In all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed in order to secure victory. In battle, there are not more than two methods of attack, the direct and the indirect. Yet these two in combination give rise to an endless series of maneuvers. It is imperative to contest all factions for complete victory, so the army is not garrisoned and the profit can be total. This is the law of strategic siege. If soldiers are punished before they have grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive, and unless submissive, then will be practically useless. If when the soldiers have become attached to you, punishments are not enforced, they will still be useless. It is only the enlightened ruler and the wise general who will use the highest intelligence of the army for the purposes of spying, and thereby they achieve great results. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. The leader of armies is the arbiter of the people's fate, the man on whom it depends whether the nation shall be in peace or in peril. Against those skilled in attack, an enemy does not know where to defend. Against the experts in defense, the enemy does not know where to attack. Fighting with a large army under your command is nowise different from fighting with a small one. It is merely a question of instituting signs and signals. Should the enemy strengthen his van, he will weaken his rear. Should he strengthen his rear, he will weaken his van. Should he strengthen his left, he will weaken his right. Should he strengthen his right, he will weaken his left. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will everywhere be weak. The consummate leader cultivates the moral law and strictly adheres to method and discipline. Thus, it is in his power to control success. When he pretends to flee, do not pursue.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. Ponder and deliberate before you make your move. He will conquer who has learned the artifice of deviation. Such is the art of maneuvering. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. If I wish to engage, then the enemy, for all his high ramparts and deep moat, cannot avoid engagement. I attack that which he is obliged to rescue. Oh, divine art of subtlety and secrecy. There has never been a protracted war from which a country has benefited. If I am able to determine the enemy's dispositions while at the same time I conceal my own, then I can concentrate and he must divide. Do not press an enemy at bay. At first, then, Exhibit the coyness of a maiden until the enemy gives you an opening. Afterwards, emulate the rapidity of a running hare, and it will be too late for the enemy to oppose you. The control of a large force is the same principle as the control of a few men. It is merely a question of dividing up their numbers. If you are situated at a great distance from the enemy, and the strength of the two armies is equal, it is not easy to provoke a battle, and fighting will be to your disadvantage. He must be able to mystify his officers and men by false reports and appearances, and thus keep them in total ignorance. All battles are won before they start. He will win who has military capacity and is not interfered with by the sovereign. In warfare, first lay plans which will ensure victory, and then lead your army to battle. If you will not begin with stratagem but rely on brute strength alone, victory will no longer be assured. The ultimate in disposing one's troops is to be without ascertainable shape. Then the most penetrating spies cannot pry in, nor can the wise lay plans against you. Maneuvering with an army is advantageous. With an undisciplined multitude, most dangerous. The natural formation of the country is the soldier's best ally, but a power of estimating the adversary, of controlling the forces of victory, and of shrewdly calculating difficulties, dangers, and distances constitutes the test of a great general. When orders are consistently trustworthy and observed, the relationship of a commander with his troops is satisfactory. To perceive victory when it is known to all is not really skillful. Everyone calls victory in battle good, but it is not really good. Therefore, to estimate the enemy situation and to calculate distances and the degree of difficulty of the terrain so as to control victory are virtues of the superior general. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. Nothing is more difficult than the art of maneuver. What is difficult about maneuver is to make the devious route the most direct and to turn misfortune to advantage. Generally, in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. We hope you have enjoyed these quotes as much as we do. We know your time is very important. Thank you for choosing to spend it with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Click the card to check out another great one now.